everybody. I'm CJ Miller. I'm in Shreveport, Louisiana. Across the Red River is beautiful Bossier City, Louisiana. And lots of fun things to do. Lots of fun things to do. One thing I'm not going to necessarily recommend is one of our drag shows in Shreveport, Louisiana. Now, I'm the kind of gay guy that just never really cared for a drag show anyway. I just never really did. Um, eh, when I was in growing up in the 80s, we had this TV show called Putting on the Hits. And it's like people would lip sync. They'd go out and they would lip syncing competition. Whatever. I guess that was kind of close to drag, but then I don't know. I think the drag performers back then, they actually would sing a song, they'd do a lounge act or something like that. Uh, Female impersonator or whatever. I don't know. Whatever it was. And it wasn't always about like transgendered people. I guess back then they would be uh, transsexual instead of transgender or whatever. I don't know. Uh, or whatever. It was more like, I think it was more like, a theatrical performance. They're out there, they're like doing something, and then let me give you a performance. And if there was some campiness to it, it's because they were pushing forth the interpretation of someone who had already a very campy personality, such as like a Bette Midler or a Betty Davis, or something. So I don't know, but yeah, I, I, I I didn't care for it. But then when I was growing up and I was like old enough to maybe sneak into some bars a little underage, considering that the age had been raised to 21 by the time I was when I reached 18 and I was able to go out, the age for being in bars had been raised to 21. So terrible. So I had to do a lot of sneaking around. But anyway, I did, throughout the 90s and stuff like that, I did go to some drag shows, and it was like at least they put forth an effort to some art, and I don't know what the hell's going on. The last time I went, and it's been a while. It's been a while. But I went with a friend who hadn't seen a show, and I'm like, well, yeah, let's go. But then they start at midnight, go on till about 2 in the morning, and it's like by that time, it's like a friend. He had to go to work the next day, and it's like, well, I didn't get to dance. I want to dance. I want to get lost on a dance floor. That's what I do when I go out. I don't drink, don't do drugs or whatever. If I go out, I love to dance. But I'm telling you, one of the songs they did, there's somebody and they did Deborah Gibson, Debbie Gibson from the 1980s. They did her song "Electric Youth." Do you remember that? Something if you're my age, you will. But yeah, it was like a electric youth, feel the power, see the energy coming up, coming on to roll. You know that. So, and I think there's something else too. It's like something that just doesn't sit right with me. See, I did theater, uh, and I put on characters and really did well with it. And I worked with, uh, you know, these troops that I worked with, we know it was a local theater, small potatoes, and everybody just, sometimes just guerrilla theater. Sometimes it's just getting out there, and it's very close to interpretive dance where you get out there, you have nothing but yourself, even the set. So your acting better be believable so that you can give people, like, you really rely on the audience to have an imagination to look at this empty space that you're acting within. There was a lot of that. A lot of that. Um, but we really, really worked and put on characters and shows and everything. And so I have a very theatrical personality as it is. And, um, I can sing. So I have trouble with drag performances that lip sync. And that's what most of them do. And it's like, no. This is like at least get out there and sing a damn song, tell a joke, give some anecdotes, give a performance. Don't just come out there and serve face and maybe ugh, whatever. You look less like well, it's almost too campy and cartoonish, and yeah, whatever. I get it. There's it's evolved away from get giving an impersonation of, say, uh, a Barbara Stanwyck or a Barbara Streisand for that matter. It's evolved, and there's this whole thing now where they have competitions, and the whole idea is to be super creative, but they also give a theme, like on these drag game shows or whatever, and it's like whatever. I don't know. I just I don't know. I don't know. I can tell you that even in the '90s, um, as limited as everything was, people did better than the performances that I saw the other night. And I'm not putting them down. They got out there and they did what they did. Thank you for entertaining us. But for 2 hours, all I wanted to do was dance. And I couldn't dance because the dance floor was being monopolized by a floor show. And the floor show went on so long that by the time it was over with, my friend was just tired and wanted to go home. So I don't ever really get to have fun if I go out on a night when they're doing some drag or something like that. So I don't know. And it's I don't know. I do not know. It's not really a dance club. It's a drag club. Drag club right on the dance floor. Now upstairs is a cabaret lounge where they could do a little bit of a drag show if they wanted to, and then they could leave the dance floor open or whatever. But I don't know. And I will tell you this: if you go to see this show, then whatever. I guess you've seen it. Uh, and you don't have to go every weekend because it's the same three people doing the same three, routines, and they're just like rotating out or whatever it is. I don't know. So, I don't know. I guess I'm bummed out because I'm like a gay guy that wants to go out and dance with other gay guys. Yeah. I want to dance with somebody. I want to feel the heat with somebody. I want to dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me. Or not. What's love got to do with it? I just want to dance. I don't two step or anything. Did I already say that? I just like someone showed me that a long time ago how to two step, and it's like, yay, I can walk in a circle, 2 by 1, whatever. I don't know. And I've never been very good at walking backwards either. Some of that you turn around and this and that. Well, I don't know who leads or who doesn't lead. I don't know. Uh, I don't know. I just like to go out and just kind of like lose control and lose myself in a crowd on a dance floor, and everybody's just doing their thing, and nobody's looking or paying attention to anybody. And yeah, I don't know, nostalgia, fun thing. I'll always have wonderful memories of it. I'm gonna try to get to some more dance clubs, maybe when I travel away from Shreveport. It may be a little Dallas, a little bit more Houston or something. We'll see. But love and light, peace. Bye. Goodbye.